Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Redskins coming in at 6-4, going up against the Packers, who come in at 0-10.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And they'll run it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They run the counter now on first down. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First carry for Leonard Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carry here for Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Now Ryan on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Ryan. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll come out in the pistol. And now it's second and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal.
Here we go now.
Oh, look at this play call. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The trick play does not pan out here on fourth and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 2nd down, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Bannon in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. As they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Gerald McCoy able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Ryan. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Leopard! Now let's go! Green! Detroit! Here we go! Check! Patriots!
On second down, here's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw here. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's brought down. So it'll be first down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Room here to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll set up a throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run. Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
2nd down and 4. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go back to Murray on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
They'll run it now with Robinson, and he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And able to find Dorsett. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Denard Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second down following the run. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Gerald McCoy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kobe Flainer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And just shutting him off there. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch it now, boy. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, boy. All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now back to throw. And Ging's got it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Detroit!
Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Five yards to gain here on third down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Ryan to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Third and long. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Able to slither by. And he's got room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now Ryan on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Play action, they'll throw. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. In motion right is Thomas. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And that will write a finish to this.